Hey guys, my name is Matsumo, and today I'm excited to say that we've finally seen the reveal of the new Moroccan DLC coming to Rainbow Six Siege called Operation Wind Bastion. There is a little article that lets us know what we can be expecting with this content, and the first thing that it talks about is the new map that we're going to be playing on. Apparently, Rainbow Six has secured permission to use a renowned fortress located in the Atlas Mountains that is made out of stunning mud brick Kasbah. Now, if you're someone like me and have no idea what a Kasbah is, it basically looks like a gigantic fortress castle made out of mud brick, and it looks incredible. We get an example of it in the article. We also get to see the two new operators, which we'll get to here in a second. But one thing I found really interesting is that they say that this map is going to have unprecedented roof access. Now, admittedly, a part of me is a little afraid of this description because I'm getting reminded of what Tower was when it first came out. Tower has unprecedented roof access. You need to come in from above. That's the only way to really approach the objective. Yes, you can rappel from the sides, but you spawn at the very top of the tower. And so while I would be very surprised if Ubisoft made the same mistakes that Tower did, that was my initial reaction. The reason why they might state this, though, is that if we do take a look at what one of these fortresses look like, they look like a fortress. How are you going to be able to get inside? There isn't a lot of windows on the outside of a fortress, and so that might be the reason why this map focuses more on the verticality and less of trying to get in from the sides like we would on every other map. So that could be really interesting. Now, another concern I have heard people bring up is that if this is made out of mud brick, does that mean that this is essentially going to be Favela 2.0? Favela, while fun, has some problems because you can basically take out every single wall, and it makes it very difficult for defense to be able to even defend the objectives because there are so many lines of sight that the offensive team can get on said objectives. I don't think that's going to be the case. I feel like this is going to be more of just the setting. This is just going to be the map looks like. And while yes, there probably will still be a lot of walls that we can take out, it's still going to have a lot of the undestructible ones. They're still going to have to balance the map accordingly. Ubisoft has done a good job, especially if Villa is any indication. That's a very well balanced map. I think most people would agree on that. And I don't think that's going to be any different here. The final thing I wanted to mention about the map is that if we take a look at this picture here, on the left and the right hand side of the barricade, not only does it look stunning from a visual standpoint, but we'll also notice that there is light coming in from the outside. Now, maybe this is just my annoyance of railings in Rainbow Six Siege, but for some reason, my shots always hit the metal object before I'm actually able to hit the person I'm going for. And so, if you're able to actually see people through these walls, what is even the point of having a barricade here? I mean, I guess you need to eventually get in through the wall. You need to be able to get into the objective room. But if you're able to see and shoot at people on the outside of these walls through all of these small little holes, I have a feeling that that could be very frustrating. Once again, this might just be promotional art. This might just be a way that they're trying to show off the visuals of the map. But I'm kind of hoping that this isn't going to be a predominant aspect of this new content. As for the two new operators that we're going to have access to this season, we get a quick little glimpse of them here. The offensive one, they describe as someone who travels wherever the wind takes her. She is among the few explorers who can cross the Sahara, climb up the Alps, trek through Asian rainforests, march along the Arctic Circle, and still return to her unit in operational shape. Perceptive and resourceful, she's an expert on environmental operations with a knack of pushing the enemy back. If I had to take a guess based off the description, she's going to have some sort of gadget that's going to allow her to get through walls. I know not the most creative thing, but let's be honest, that's kind of a key component of Rainbow Six Siege, and that seems to be what they're indicating here. What makes things even more interesting, though, and reinforces that theory, is that someone asked Ubisoft on Twitter if we could have an Ash 2.0 for the Morocco DLC, and they responded by saying that we would not be disappointed. Now, I'm guessing it's not going to be exactly like Ash, because that would be absurd, and I also wouldn't be too afraid that we're gonna have another 3-speed fast girl that has no hitbox and is able to get through walls. If you guys remember, a lot of people were worried that Zofia was going to be Ash 2.0, and while she is very similar, they definitely have have a very unique role and a different playstyle. And so I'm curious to see what they meant by this response. And I also really want to know what it means by pushing back the enemy. This could just be flavor text trying to make things sound more interesting, or it could be an indication of what this gadget actually does for the offensive team. Maybe you are able to get through walls and it has some sort of effect that forces the defensive team to move away from the wall that you just opened on up. Maybe it has a stun or a concussive effect that forces people to kind of move away. That is one possibility. All in all, though, I cannot wait to learn more about this operator. Her gadget sounds really intriguing based off the description. I'm a little concerned that we're going to get an Ash 2.0, but like I said, we've already gotten Zofia. People were concerned about that, and so I'm going to reserve judgment until we actually do get to see her in action. And then finally, we have the defensive operator, who kind of looks like Maestro, who is apparently as stoic as the mountains are immovable. Now, once again, this could just simply be flavor text and has no indication as to what his gadget is going to do, but this could be finally the hole blocking operator that we learned a while back. And that's actually one thing I think that is really cool about this season, is that there hasn't been any leaks. You guys may have noticed over the last couple of DLCs that a lot of us already knew what these operators were going to be ever before the official reveal, and that kind of ruined the surprise. Because there were so many leaks along the way, we already knew kind of what Legion was going to be, we had an idea of Ella, we knew what Maestro Alibi was going to be all about, and so to finally have a season that doesn't have one of these major leaks kind of makes the mystery a bit more intriguing. And so once again, this could be that hole blocking operator that I and a lot of people have been hoping would be introduced into Siege, or it could be something entirely different. The fact that they describe him as someone who is immovable makes it seem like he is someone that is difficult to push past in a room, which could also allude to his gadgets. In general, though, I cannot wait to learn more about this upcoming season. This last DLC has been a little disappointing for me. I can't exactly put my finger on why, and so my hope is that these two new operators are going to be well balanced, they're going to spice things up a little bit, and this new map will also be a lot of fun. But yeah, guys, that is about it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Give me your thoughts on what we learned today. How do you think the two new operators are going to function? Are you looking forward to this new content? Let me know down below in the comments. But yeah, guys, until tomorrow, have a good one and take it easy.